Hi everyone, welcome back to another lecture of this course. In this lecture, we are going to see alternative of help command, which is man command. Man is nothing but manual. So as we all know that most commands and applications have manual, or we can say man page, with more information such as description, synopsis of commands, or we can say applications. So you can view a man page by simply typing man before the command, utility or application. So now let's try man command with the aircrack-ng. Okay, so for that you need to open the command, which is terminal. Let me zoom in, and then what you need to do here is simply add man before the application name. Okay, aircraft ng. Is everything correct? Now hit enter. So after hitting enter, okay, after hitting enter, this will open the manual for aircrack-ng. So providing you with more detailed information than the help screen. So you can scroll down with this manual file using the enter key or using the scroll, which as you can see here. Okay, so this is how you can scroll up or scroll down. Okay, so now if you want to exit from this particular page, so what you need to do is, as you can see that manual page aircrack-ng line 25, press H for help or Q for quit. As you can see that we are having all the information present here, so we don't need to see help section. What we need to quit. So what you need to do here is simply press Q, and after pressing Q, as you can see that the page that you have opened is now closed. So this is how you can work with man command, which is manual command. Hi everyone, in this lecture we are going to start with finding step. So until you become familiar with Linux, it can be frustrating to find your way around. But knowledge of a few basic commands and techniques will go a long way towards making the command line much friendlier. So we have learned so many commands which we can use in terminal. So now let's start with one more very important command which is used to locate any file. Suppose that we are searching for the aircrack-ng. So what you need to do here is simply use a very basic command which is locate. So now let's see. So as I have told you, locate is used to find out anything. So this is probably the easiest command to use is locate. So followed by keyword denoting what it is you want to find. So this command will go through your entire file system and locate every occurrence of that word. So now how to write it? It is very important to understand the syntax. So locate, so this is nothing but this is the command and the application which you are wanting or the file which you are wanting to see, aircrack-ng. So after hitting enter, now let's see after hitting enter, as you can see that this is not the very perfect command. However, sometimes the result of locate can be overwhelming, giving you too much information as you can see here. Okay, so also locate uses a database that is usually only updated once a day. So if you have just created a file a few minutes ago, or we can say a few hours ago, it might not appear in this list until the next day because it simply updates the database once in a day. So it is worth knowing the disadvantage of these basic commands so you can better decide when best to use each one. So now let's see one more very important command which is useful in finding binaries. Okay, so let me clear it. So for clearing it, simply use clear. Now the command that I'm going to use here is where is. This is the command. So if you are looking for a binary file, so you can use the command where is to locate it. So this command returns not only the location of the binary but also its source and main page. Man page we have seen earlier. So if they are available. So now let's see where is for aircrack aircrack-ng, and I hit enter. So after hitting enter, in this case, where is returned just the aircrack-ng's binaries and man page rather than every occurrence of the word aircrack-ng. So this is much more efficient and illuminating, don't you think that? Yes, it is. So this is how you can decide which command you need for any particular work. Suppose that if you want to see whole everything about aircrack-ng, keyword aircrack-ng, so you need to use locate. Okay, suppose that you want to see only binaries, so there's no choice, you have to use where is. So this is how you can play with the we can say commands. So now guys, let's learn how to find binaries in the path variable with using which command. So how does it work? So the which command is even more specific. It only returns the location of the binaries in the path variable in Linux. So we will look more closely at the path variable in the upcoming lectures, so we can see in the upcoming sections. But for now, it is sufficient to know that path hold the directories in which the operating system looks for the commands you execute at the command line. For example, when I enter aircrack on the command line, so the operating system looks to the path variable to see in which directory it should look for aircrack. Okay, so now let's see with which, okay, which aircrack-ng, and now hit enter. So here which was able to find out the single binary file in the directory listed in the path variable. At the minimum, these directories usually include, you can say, a user bin, but may include user s bin, maybe a few other. So we are going to see all of these things path variable later on in this course. Okay, so this is how it works. In the next lecture, we are going to see one of the most important and advanced command that will be very useful when you are working with Linux operating system.